Everybody, Retro Bear once again here with a break from the usual gaming stuff because we're going to talk about some other stuff that we collect here at Bear Towers, and that is Mrs. Bear's 3D Blu-rays. Yes, a bit of a break from the gaming stuff. Don't worry, it will return next week probably. But she bought some stuff the weekend when we were down in Worcester, and I usually show it off, but I didn't. How remiss of me. So I thought, well, I'll do a quick video on that because can't believe the amount of people who watched that first video I did. I've done 2 videos about her 3D, which I'll stick in the description below. One video which is like it's one of my more successful ones. The second one not quite so, but the first one seems to attract a lot of people in. So I always like to drop these in as and when we can. So today that's what we're going to show, just what she picked up at the weekend, and just talk through those, give you my opinions on the films if I've seen them, and if I haven't seen them I can't give you an opinion, which you're probably grateful for. I was going to bring her laser discs up. She's bought a few laser discs as well. She, if you remember, she bought a couple at the start, which she had a few more since then over the last few months, which I must admit I haven't brought upstairs to show off, so I'll maybe do one of those videos at some point. Not many, about 6, 7 of them all together. We still haven't got a laser disc player, one thing we haven't got. But yes, so a bit of a break from the gaming today. Anyway, I hope you're well. Good to see you back here once again. A lot of ideas for videos at the moment. Every video I want to do at the moment is going to take time to do. There's still the 2600 plus to do. I'm still going to do a video about breaking down the game collection following the competition, and the more I thought about that, the more I thought that'll be quite an intensive video. Obviously the gameplay videos go on for days, and there's collection videos of updating the collection, trying to work out how many of those collections I haven't done for a bit. Some I haven't shown off before in great things, some of them for years. So there's a lot of things ticking over. The good news is that me and Sean have spoken about doing the 8-bit podcast again, and we're hopefully going to be recording another episode in the next couple of weeks. So we'll get probably one out probably before the end of the month as well. Not quite sure what we're going to be doing, but we will sort that out as well. So lots going on, and I'm back at work obviously, which is throwing things out anyway. Enough about me. Let's talk about the stars of the show, which are the 3D Blu-rays. Yes, Mrs. Bear's been spending her pennies, which is very good because usually I buy a lot of them, but occasionally when she comes out in me, we end up in a CEX or something like that, or we're doing a charity shops and what have you. We come across them all the time, especially in CEX. And before we went to Worcester at the weekend, I had a quick look on their stock. Now, if you've seen my previous pickups video, you'll know how good that is. And yeah, and I noticed they had about 14 films listed in the 3D section. So we were a bit sort of, I said, well, there ain't gonna be many. She said, but while we were there, while I was waiting to get me stuff, she said, oh, I'll pop upstairs and have a look. Anyway, by the time I got upstairs, there were way more than the 13 or so that were on there. Some she'd already got, but there were quite a few that weren't even listed on the website. So I thought, well, when I came, I thought there was maybe 2 or 3 she hadn't got. And she came back with a hell of a lot more than 2 or 3. I'm just taking some labels off ones here that she bought previously, so excuse me while I'm doing that. And of course, I mean, I had a problem with a disc in CEX on Saturday, just gone, which I went into great detail about. She had a problem as well because there was one film that she wanted to buy, and I think it was one of the cheaper ones. I think it's a film called I, Frankenstein, which I don't think either of us has seen. And I should have done this before this started, sorry. I just didn't realise it was on there. And I thought, oh, well, that's only £1, but they spent about, I'm not joking, the bloke spent about 10 minutes looking for it. And I said to her after about 5 minutes, I said, just tell him to leave it. I said, well, it's only £1. I said, we'll probably find another copy of it somewhere else. But I've never seen that one. But she's changed the perspective on the 3Ds. It's now not the case of, more the case now she finds them, she wants to get them before they all disappear. Whereas before it's like, oh, I only want the films that I want. It's very like me with games when the first I collecting games, particularly the Wii ones. I only want to get the games that I want to play. Yeah, that worked out really well, didn't it? It's the same with all the stuff now. That's another video I'm thinking about as well. How we ended up here, sort of thing. But anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about these. These she got from Hidden Chest a few weeks beforehand, and these are steelbooks. She's got a few steelbooks, not many. But these, I believe, are upgrades on what she's already got the standard 3D releases of this. I'm not sure they should have slip covers. Somebody may, who watches films, who watches this, may know about it. Anyway, so the first one she got, and I think she saw these in the cinema. I think she saw maybe the first two anyway. This is the second film in the Hobbit trilogy, which is The Desolation of Smaug, or Smaug, or Smaug, however you want to pronounce it. Smaug if you're from around here. Oh, this is The Desolation of Smaug. Oh, that's good, that's it. Yeah, so, nice. Look at that nice cover there, Martin Freeman on the front. And of course the dragon on the back. But yeah, like a good steel book. It's that giant thick thing as well. Just look at that, you know. It's like, and there's like 88 discs inside as well. So we've got the extended edition, movie part 2. That's a 3D. That's the movie extended edition. That's the appendices part 9, whatever that is. I'm pretty sure behind there, which I can get out, is also another part 10. I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff in here. Oh yeah, there's another display on this. So yeah, see what they do is they put that thing there. So we've got the 2 3Ds at the front, then there's a DVD version, and then there's the extras, and there's still that. You can still get a free copy of it downloaded as well, apparently. But yeah, that's a really nice one. That replaces the standard version she's got. I think she's still keeping the standard version. Standard version is in 3D release, not the actual steel case. And the other one she got was, this one, and that one came from Hidden Chest Gaming, and this is a Batman vs Superman. Dawn of Justice, or as I'd more like to refer to it, how to get 3 hours sleep very, very easily. Now it's also interesting, you've got Batman on the front and Superman on the back. And there we go. Dreadful film. Honestly, absolutely dreadful film. So we've got the 3D, and then we've got the Blu-rays in there as well. Not a fan of that film at all. One of the most boring films I've ever seen. I'm not the only person who says that. I've read a lot of people who've said that. Some people love it. Not me. It's got Wonder Woman in it. It's a bit of a bonus, but there we go. So those were from a few weeks back, and these are from last weekend. A bit of a random collection. There's a couple of cheapies here. There's also a quite an expensive one in here as well. We'll start with this one then, which is Cars 2, which has a lenticular cover. Ooh, we've got a couple of these now. Yeah, it doesn't do an awful lot. In fact, I'm just doing that from there. Yeah, it doesn't actually, it's just like a 3D cover really. But yeah, really, really nice cover, the old slipcase on that one. I think this was a cup 250 maybe, something like that, 250, 350. So that comes off there. It's a heavy one as well. Really, really heavy. And it's actually got manuals and all sorts. So we got, where are we? So there's the Blu-ray and the 3D. So we've got Blu-ray and 3D. Then we've got some bonus discs, and then we've also got a Disney file digital copy as well. There's 4 discs in this, and more than. Oh, actually, that's the activation code for the disc. But there's also a Disney pamphlet inside as well, which was nice to see. So yeah, nice bit of bump in that one. But yeah, with the lenticular cover, that's good. We've got quite a few of the Disney ones now. Again, we're not massive Disney fans. That's another thing I'd have thought about doing as well, which I'm not going to talk about now, but that would have been quite fun to do. Maybe I will still do that, but yeah, that's the back of it there. Yeah, this is the one I think with Michael Caine doing the voice on it. Yeah, it is good. Yeah, not as good as the first one, but very, very good film nonetheless. But yeah, so I think. Yeah, that was a nice find, that one, because I don't think that was one of the ones that wasn't listed. This one was listed, and this was a quid, and you'll know why. It's Wrath of the Titans. Yeah, not nice. Absolutely no interest in this one whatsoever. Wrath of the Titans, DVD, and then there's a 3D after. It's only a quid. I think Clash of the Titans they remade. I mean, Clash of the Titans wasn't a great film back in the 80s when they made it originally. apart from the stop motion monsters. But this, yeah, I'm not a fan of the new ones at all. I don't think I've even seen that one. I didn't even want to watch Clash of the Titans. That was terrible. But yeah, that was a fairly cheap one. This one, we had a real debate about it because we couldn't quite believe she hadn't got this one. When you consider how old it is and how well known this franchise is, which is How to Train Your Dragon. Very good film from the DreamWorks Animation Studios. So we have the 3D, and we also have the Blu-ray and the DVD as well. I think that was maybe £3, something like that. Not overly expensive, but I've never seen it as cheap as that. And I didn't realise they had it. Didn't realise they had it, but they had. Then we've got the one that she paid £8 for. Now I don't think I've ever seen this. Oh, I think somebody did actually mention. I think she posted it on Instagram or something that she uses, and somebody commented on what a good film that was. I don't even know who's in it, apart from Scarlett Johansson, because her name's on the front of it. I don't recognise anybody else on the front of that. Anyway, Ghost in the Shell. Very, very dull compared to the other ones. That's the 3D. No expense spared on the Blu-ray either. There we go. Yeah, I can't even read that. Scarlett Johansson, Ghost in the Shell, Michael somebody, and Juliette Binoche. That's about all I can give you anyway. I don't know if she's seen it or not. I don't know. But again, I've never seen it on 3D before, so it was a good idea to grab it. Another Disney one for you, and this is a gaming related one you'll be pleased to know. Yes, we're back in the zone. It's Wreck-It Ralph. Whee! Some people raved at it when it came out. Some people said, yeah, it's maybe a bit too, what's the word, trying to be too homage to the old games it was influenced by. I don't know, I found it fairly inoffensive, to be honest with you. Blu-ray and 3D in that one, with some Disney bump, and an advert for the Lion King. There is simply nothing else like it. The award-winning musical, which I wasn't very far away once from in London, just around the corner, literally from where I was staying. But yeah, there's a sequel called Ralph Breaks the Internet, which I think people found a bit more favourable for some reason. I don't know. And then again, two more we don't know anything about. I don't know anything about at all. Never heard of this one, but it's got a nice slipcover, so it's always good. Rio 3D, from the creators of Ice Age. Never seen this one at all. The Carnival Party 3D edition, because there ain't no party like a Rio party. So we've got DVD, then we've got Blu-ray and 3D. And unlike me, she watched them like a hawk to make sure that they got the right copies in there. Is that the same as the back of that? There's nothing really on the back, to be honest with you, to show you, but I will show you anyway. Oop. Go in the hole, in the hole. I'll go from the bottom, shall I? There we go. Back of the box. So Rio in 3D. It's about a parrot, obviously. I'm pretty sure in the back of the evil parrot's name in the second film. It's something stupid. No, it doesn't say. Speaking of the second film, Rio 2. Yeah, they made two of them. Was there a call for a second film? I have absolutely no idea. It includes 2 bonus songs from the Rio 2 soundtrack. Wow. Can you name one song from the Rio 2 soundtrack? Please surprise me in the comments, please do. And also a free Angry Birds 10 exclusive levels. Remember Angry Birds? Yeah, so Rio 2 in 3D. Get 2 free... Oh, you're going to send off for it. There we go. So we've got the Blu-ray and we've got the 3D in there as well. There we go. And I think this is the one saying the evil, his nemesis Nigel or something. Yeah, the villainous Nigel. Who we call Nigel? Who's villainous? Oh yeah, Nigel Lithgow, allegedly. Have to add that on before I get sued. Yes, there's 2 songs. 2 free songs. Download them. Performed by two people's names I can't pronounce. Kristen Chenoweth and Jermaine Clement. Household names in their own households. They may be well-known people. I don't know who they are. I've never heard of them. Never heard of them. And then that one there. So again, fairly cheap. I think she spent about 22, 23 quid, something like that on those. Bear in mind, one of those is 8 quid each. You can see how cheap these are. The problem is to get a Blu-ray setup, a 3D setup, you're going to need a telly. If you ain't got a telly, you're stuffed, basically. And this is why we have to invest in free technology, that's just the 3D, if you don't know. There's one downstairs, and there's the main one we use is also 3D. We've got 3D tellies everywhere. We've got 3, just in case one breaks down. So that one breaks down downstairs, as it did a couple of years ago. We can stick another one in there, and then we'll wait to go and get another one. But it's getting harder and harder. I spoke to a customer of ours the other day about that, and he was saying, what's the likelihood of it being repaired? I said, remote. Don't tell them you never repair it. No, remote. At least give them some glimmer of hope, anyway. There we go. Yeah, so that's the latest additions to Mrs. Bear's 3D Blu-ray, which I hope you enjoyed. A quick video for a change, yes, I know. Back to the usual rubbish next time. Have you seen any of those films? Are you a 3D fanatic? Have you an interest in 3D? Do you want to know why she collects 3D? Please ask her, because I don't know. I can put your questions to her and she'll answer them. Any 3Ds that you recommend that you have? I know some people who commented on those 3D videos I put out. Once again, links in the description below. Have sort of recommended certain films. Somebody commented on one recently. That video must be about 18 months old. And somebody commented to say that one of the films that we'd added, we got in there, I think it was one of the Harry Potter films, one of the worst examples of 3D ever. If you've got any recommendations, because we're always on the lookout for them to try and grab hold of them. I think she must have 100 and... She's got somewhere between 100 and 120 now. It's grown out of the tiny space I've allowed her to store them in. I mean, sooner or later she can start building a second, room on the side there just to house her 3Ds and Laserdisc collection. Anyway, that's good. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that. Back with more of the usual rubbish next time. But yes, thank you for your company. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Till then, take care and mind the exit on the way out.